Alright, Schlockmeister fans, a re-review from my previous channel. This one's called The Driller Killer. Let's check it out. Hey, Reno! So Abel Ferrara plays Reno. This is him in a church. And this is him taking off when he gets freaked out by the old man who touches him.
Fucking guy grabbed my hand, touched my hand.
You didn't recognize him at all?
Why should I recognize him?
Reno's an artist, and he lives with two roommates, two women named
Vanessa Williams and a 50-year-old
Carol and Pamela.
broke down and wept as he talked about his son Louis, who was accused of hijacking a bus and killing two people.
He's struggling to pay his bills.
That's tomorrow. They're going to come and turn it off tomorrow.
Turn it off, huh?
Now, this is his agent or art dealer, or not sure exactly.
Well, just as soon as I finish with it.
As soon as it's finished? You mean the masterpiece isn't finished yet, Mr. Miller?
So when he's not trying to make his art, he's on a building watching people in the streets, and then he sees a guy gets knifed. She's not a fan of his painting.
You don't know nothing about painting. You know what you know about? You know about how to bitch, and how to eat, and how to bitch, and how to shit, and how to bitch, but you don't know nothing about painting. So don't tell me when this is going to be done.
Major plot point here, he's watching a TV ad about something called a porta-pack, which is basically a battery-powered that allows people to use any sort of equipment. He hears some loud music playing nearby. A band is practicing and it annoys the piss out of him. And that's what he's thinking about. His roommates like taking showers together. I like it too. One roommate, Carol, gets a letter from her ex-husband.
I came across this picture of us, which reminded me. This Thursday is the 5th anniversary of the first time we met.
It's like all day and all night. They don't quit for a minute. These guys don't even stop to go to the bathroom.
It's not my problem. It's your problem.
What do you mean it's my problem? You're the soup around here. It's your job to keep this place quiet.
My job.
I guess inspired by that commercial, he goes out to buy a porta-pack. And perhaps a drill. And then I guess he snaps because he takes his drill and goes to kill a bum that he finds on the street. For no other reason other than he was there. Later on, he goes to find somebody else to kill. He basically goes on a killing spree with his drill. And there's this poor bastard. His next victim. He basically crucifies this guy, leaves him hanging. The art dealer is not a fan of the painting.
No. This isn't right. This is nothing. This is shit. Where the impact is just a goddamn buffalo.
Well, after getting that letter from her ex, Carol decides to leave Reno.
God, you couldn't bring it here.
He invites the art dealer over to show him something.
Some girls so we can look at it. Go out.
The art dealer was gay, and he thought he was coming over to have something more than just look at art. And he's going to get more than that. Cut away to Carol and her ex, Steve.
I missed you.
I missed you too.
Carol takes a shower, Reno breaks in and does his thing. The movie ends with Carol coming out of the shower. Unbeknownst to her, it's Reno in the bed. And that's how our movie ends. Alright. Let's talk about The Driller Killer. This is a movie that I had on a VHS tape. Copied it from a video store back around 1989 or so. Didn't actually watch it, I think, until several years later. And I watched it one more time prior to today also. So I think this is my third viewing of it. It doesn't really stand out to me a whole heck of a lot. I mean, I love the title of the movie. And obviously it's about a driller killer. It's about this guy named Reno. He's an artist, painter. And he's struggling a little bit. He's living in New York City, a little bit down on his luck. He lives with these two women. I don't know if they're drug users or what exactly they are, but they don't do a whole hell of a lot. It's not the best apartment, not the best neighborhood. There's always loud noise, loud music going on. But anyway, he's working on his art. And he's low on money, so he's got to get this project done. He's working on this picture of a buffalo or something like that. So anyway, he sees a guy gets killed in the street or knifed in the street, and maybe that gives him some ideas. I don't know. He sees an ad on TV for something called a porta-pack, which is a battery-powered thing, a battery charger, I guess you could say, that allows you to take things like power tools, electric power tools, and walk around with them. You don't need them plugged in. So I don't know why, but he thought that was a good idea to have. So he goes and buys one of these things. And I guess he just snapped from all of the noise and everything else. And next thing you know, he takes his drill and starts killing people. He kills bums in the street and other people. He just goes up, runs up to them, hits them with the drill, drills into their skulls and in their bodies and their chests and whatever else. Then he runs off and finds somebody else to kill. He just kills a whole bunch of people with his drill. And that's it. Then he goes back to his apartment and he finishes up his art project. The art dealer guy comes over and says, "It's terrible. This is shit. This is not like your other work." Blah, blah, blah. Well, that upsets him too. Later on, he invites the art dealer back to his house, and the art dealer is like, "Are you going to be alone, Reno?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, you bet." See, the art dealer is gay, and he knows that. So the art dealer thinks he's going to get some sort of sex, I guess, out of Reno. But instead, he gets drilled with a drill. And he kills him in his apartment there. He lives, like I said, he lives with these two women. One of them, Carol, got a letter from her ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or something with a $100 bill in it also and said, "Hey, I was thinking about you. This is our anniversary." So she decides to leave Reno to go back with him. This upsets Reno. Reno breaks into their apartment. He kills the guy, Steve, and then when she comes out of the shower, Reno's hiding in the bed, and she turns off the light and hops into bed, and presumably that was how she got killed too, although that did not happen. We did not see it. So anyway, that is A Driller Killer. Kind of an odd little film. This was a horror movie, 1979, I think it came out. It was from what I read, it was filmed in 78 and 79. The star of this movie, Abel Ferrara, is the director also. A lot of the people in this movie did nothing else. There's a couple of nude scenes in there. And it's just a gritty, grimy, dirty film, if you ask me. If you are familiar with New York City in that time frame, or even now, it's kind of a little time capsule, seeing what it looked like in 1978 and 79. So that's kind of cool. But again, I just found this film, there's a touch of realism to it, just because it's so dirty. It's just filthy, grimy, and it seems like what we were seeing was actually happening. It was real. It wasn't, I mean, the gore may have been a little not quite realistic looking, although it was nice. It was kind of cool. But just the way the actors and actresses are portrayed and seeing themselves, and it just seems like This was real. It's like he took a camera, went out, and just filmed what was happening. Even the people in his apartment, what was happening, and that was it. Obviously, that's not the case, but maybe in some cases there were, because, like I said, some of these people did nothing else besides this movie. So anyway, that is a Driller Killer. I believe it's released on Blu-ray also. This is a 2-disc limited edition I got from Cult Epics put this out. In fact, if you look closer there, they made 10,000 of these, and I have number 4,561. So it'd be interesting to try to track all these down if you could. Anyway, that's it. I will leave a link to the Blu-ray if you're looking for that. Otherwise, this disc is fine too. It's a double disc. Has a lot of his early films on here as well as some audio commentary, which I believe is also on the Blu-ray. So check it out. Let me know what you think about Driller Killer. Watch it. Bye.